Ball State at Toledo, Wednesday night, 7:30 ESPN2, 56.5 the total. We got, or no, excuse me, 63.5 the total. 17 Toledo, the Rockets laying in the Glass Bowl. 4-4, 3-5 ATS for Toledo. 3-6, 4-5 ATS for Ball State. Ball State has lost their last 3 of 4 ATS. Toledo lost last 4 of 5 ATS. So both teams kind of on the downturn, although Toledo turned it around last week, beating Western Michigan. Big man, why don't you start us off with this one? Maction, Ball State, Toledo, any opinion?
Yeah, Ball State, it was kind of a tough game for them in that game against Ohio. They're actually playing quite well. They're only down 17-7 against Ohio. They were in striking distance, and then Riley Neal went out, and really from then on, it was a different football game. Look, Ball State just can't get stops. I mean, that's kind of the truth of the matter. And look, Toledo's a pretty damn good offense, if I could say so myself. They're very similar to what Ohio's going to do. I think if Riley Neal plays, I would lean over the number. He's questionable right now. Toledo's went 5-2 the over this season. I think this is kind of a shootout if Neal can play. I'm going to wait for a total in this game. We'll see what Neal's status is. It says that he's going to be out for this game, but I think we'll wait a little bit until I can find out some more info. I'd probably lean towards a shootout because both these defenses don't have much to contend with.
Okay. And Kelly, what about you? Ball State, Toledo?
I'm seeing both these guys as questionable. I don't have my screen open right now, but on this site, they have them both as questionable. So both quarterbacks are a go. I'd be leaning more towards Toledo in this one. I've been kind of higher on Toledo this year, at least as a favorite. I know that they didn't get the win versus Buffalo, which was disappointing. But this team was, I was on them catching 11.5 versus Miami, and it looked good for about a quarter. And after that, I kind of gave up on checking in with these guys until I started looking at this one today. I think this is a good spot for the Toledo Rockets to just lay the hammer on Ball State.
And to go back to what you were saying before we were breaking this game down, Kelly, about following the market in Maction, betting these weekday games. Last year about this time, Riley Neal went out and Ball State went downhill fast. And it was a team where the line would open up like Ball State catching 20, and by kickoff it would be like 28. It would move a full touchdown against them just because they were weak pretty much all across the board. And Riley Neal's their best player at quarterback position. So if he's not playing, I want no part of Ball State. Go ahead, big man.
Without Neal, I 100% agree with you, Drew. He's kind of the catalyst for them. This backup quarterback, I believe his name is Plip, I want to say, or Plitt, something like that. He struggled last week, even against Ohio, who aren't really known defensively. They'll lead on the run game. They'll try to produce something there. If he doesn't play, I would agree with Kelly. I'd be all over Toledo as well. I've noticed in this conference, when you have a generally higher end team like a Toledo or Ohio or someone like that, they generally take care of business. And when they play these teams, they don't just win; they generally win by margins. I mean, you look over the last 3-4 years. It seems like when these higher end teams play the lower end teams, it seems like every score is 52-14, 51-17. Without Neal, you're right, Drew. Ball State are just not any good.
Yeah, and I haven't checked the weather on this. This is a Wednesday night national televised game. Toledo hosting it in the Glass Bowl. I guess that's Halloween as well. So I could see him pouring it on as well. I mean, it's not like I would just handicap it strictly off of those factors, but there likely will be some more butts in the seats. And, it is nationally televised. So they might look to pour it on as well if they have the opportunity. And their backup quarterback against Western Michigan, he looked pretty good. I'm talking about Toledo's backup quarterback when their starter went out. It was a game I watched all the plays, so I would actually look to bet on Toledo as well.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.